David I. Goldstein, appearing on behalf of the defendant. Mr. Stevenson, state your name, please.
Dwayne Stevenson.
Your Honor, the same situation in this case. The discovery in this matter is bouncing around about 3 different attorneys because the public defender was appointed. They had a conflict out. Then Mr. Drukas was appointed. Somewhere in the blogosphere, the discovery is coming. I believe that I received his about 2 minutes ago, but I haven't had a chance to check.
So this defendant?
This defendant,
Oh.
not Mr. McKinney, this defendant.
Gotcha. Okay, so you want an adjournment?
Yeah, again, 1 week, Your Honor. And I do want to address bond in a moment when the court's ready.
You can be part of 150 cases. September 18th, 2025, 9 a.m.
I'm used to that, Judge. You know, Judge, just on its face, my client's bond is $500,000. I think on its face, I mean, that's a bond you usually get in a murder case, or not a murder, but an assault with intent to commit murder, a CSC1, an armed robbery, something of that nature. My client is not on paper of any kind. I do acknowledge that he does have a prior criminal history, but his most serious charge was 2008, I believe it was, which is 17 years ago. He came out of prison on that in 2015. He successfully completed his parole. He's had 1 minor brush with the law since that time, and he would be living with his mother in Ann Arbor. And again, the court can set conditions, including GPS tether, that would protect the public and the complainant in this matter.
Your Honor, I would object to any modification of bond. I believe in this case, I originally requested a bond of $1 million, and we were given $500,000 cash.
This courtroom just got heated. A defense attorney is fighting to slash his client's massive $500,000 bond, but the prosecution is ready to expose a shocking history. Attorney David Goldstein steps up, representing Dwayne Stevenson. The judge asks for Stevenson's name, and the case begins. But immediately, there's confusion over discovery files bouncing between multiple lawyers. Goldstein requests more time, asking for a 1-week adjournment, while also pushing to revisit bond. And that's where things turn serious. Goldstein insists $500,000 in bond is outrageous. He argues that kind of number usually shows up in murder cases or violent armed robberies. Yes, Stevenson has a past, but his attorney stresses it's old, dating back to 2008. Since then, Stevenson completed parole, had only a minor run-in with the law, and now plans to live with his mother under GPS monitoring if released. But the prosecution isn't about to let this slide.
Mr. Stevenson has a previous history of 28, few cases prior to 2016 OWI, 2018 attempt RNO, 2018 pre-attempt RNOs, 21 receiving concealed under 200, 2020 dismissed GBH and DB, 24 RNO, and a 24 DB conviction. I expect that this does go to exam. It could potentially, an AWIP could be added, as well as he could be made a habitual 4th violent offender. In this case, the victim reported 3 different distinct assaults in which they involved Mr. Stevenson punching her multiple times, kicking her, strangling her to the point of unconsciousness. The victim went to see her mother. Her mother observed her to be limping with broken teeth, laceration to her lip. She went to the doctors and found that she also had a broken rib. The assaults kind of follow the same pattern of strangling, punching, kicking, dragging her up the stairs by her hair, fracturing her rib, punching her so hard in her ear she has hearing loss. He also sent her texts that say things like, "I wish you would have died when I put my hands on you for real. I wish you would have just died on the floor and I would have kicked you. Y'all played with my time. I should have killed both of y'all. Answer the effing phone. You don't know where my shit at. Open the door or I will shoot." And on a voicemail that I listened to, given to us by the victim from the defendant, he says, "I know you called the police, so I will kill you before you get any chance." I mean, I have concerns for not only her safety, but the fact that he has this violent criminal history of RNOs as well, that he's a danger to the community, and then he could and maybe will kill her if he is let out. I have great concerns for her safety. And I believe that a $500,000 cash surety bond is appropriate, even though we did request a $1 million bond, given the facts of this case and the allegations.
Well, again, Your Honor, she did say allegations, and that part I can accept. They are not facts. They're not facts until they're proven. And, you know, Your Honor, I'm not going to justify my client's prior history, except to say with regard to those RNOs that have occurred since he was out of custody and out of parole. He doesn't like police, but she's not a police officer. So,
And Your Honor, I did want to put, he was in prison in 2009 for armed robbery, home invasion 1.
right, that's what I said, right.
Even though that the court does consider the defendant to be a danger to the community, I don't believe that he's necessarily a risk of flight, but certainly a danger to the community, especially if the allegations are true regarding the shooting and or killing of an individual after these circumstances. The court would therefore deny the defendant's request for a bond reduction. Bond would remain the same.
I'll be see you this weekend
Thank
once
you.
I get the discovery, okay?
Thank you.
The prosecution fires back, and what they reveal about Stevenson's past is chilling. They remind the court that $500,000 is already low compared to the $1 million bond they requested. Stevenson's rap sheet runs long, multiple prior cases, convictions, and violent offenses. But it's not just a past. The prosecutor outlined brutal assaults tied to this case. The victim reported being punched, strangled to the point of unconsciousness, dragged by her hair, and beaten so badly she suffered broken teeth, a fractured rib, and permanent hearing loss. Even more disturbing, Stevenson's own words. Text saying, "I wish you would have died when I put my hands on you." Voicemail threatening to kill her before she could call the police. The prosecutor makes it clear, Stevenson is not just a danger, he's a potential killer if released. Goldstein pushes back, reminding the court these are still allegations, not proven facts. But even he admits Stevenson's criminal history isn't pretty. And in the end, the judge delivers a crushing decision, bond reduction denied. Stevenson stays locked up. Please subscribe NY Channel Skylike and follow.